Mark Martin outran his Hendrick Motorsports teammate Jimmie Johnson to win his second career NASCAR Sprint Cup Series Southern 500, presented by GoDaddy.com Saturday night at Darlington Raceway. Martin, who announced this week he would return to Hendrick for another full-time season in 2010, drove his number 5 Chevrolet to his second victory of the 2009 season. Martin won the 1993 Southern 500 at Darlington. The 50-year-old has now won 2 of the last 4 races this season. Martin led the final 46 laps in his 37th career Sprint Cup victory.
Well, I want to start by saying what an incredible privilege it was to spend time with the past winners at intros. That was a very, very special time. And David Pearson told me I was going to go out here and win this thing. And David Pearson is the coolest dude ever. Cale Yarborough and so many of those guys. It was just, I really do appreciate bringing that flavor back into our sport. We need to remember our heroes, and that's really special. I'm overwhelmed, just totally overwhelmed. This is a little bit more special in some ways than Phoenix because I was just kind of spun out. I just couldn't hardly believe it at Phoenix, and there was so much going on, and it's soaking in a little bit better. Also, this win was, pure race team and Alan Gustafson.
Johnson's second-place finish was impressive after the way his weekend started. After crashing his primary car in Friday's qualifying session, Johnson started his backup car from the rear of the field. He survived a number of incidents, as well as a pit road miscue, but was still able to bring the number 48 Lowe Chevrolet home behind his teammate.
We had 4 or 5 things pop up through the night, from being trapped on pit road, spun out trying to get my pit stall, just a bunch of stuff. I mean, it was just a chaotic night. So I'm very relieved and proud of the race team because we kept our heads and fought through it all night long and got ourselves a good finish.
Tony Stewart and his Stewart-Haas racing teammate Ryan Newman continued their recent surge by finishing 3rd and 4th.
I was just tickled to death tonight. I mean, that's the best finish I've ever had at a Southern 500, and it's a tough race. I mean, it's one of the toughest races physically we run all year, obviously with the heat the way it was today, but just proud of our guys. Happy for Jimmie and Mark. Obviously, Mark's a great guy, and you love to see somebody that works as hard as he does have success.
Jeff Gordon came home 5th to give Hendrick Motorsports cars, or those affiliated with the team like Stewart-Haas, a sweep of the top 5. The race was slowed by a record 17 cautions. It was a rough night for a few pre-race favorites, including defending race winner Kyle Busch, who was moving up steadily in the field before his night ended with a hard hit into the wall. Gordon's lead in the Sprint Cup Series standings is now 29 over Stewart, who moved into the 2nd spot.